Hey guys, it's Janixa and welcome to another nail lacquer therapy session. Hey guys, today we're going to be taking a look at the latest OPI collection. This is the OPI and Wicked collection, and it is the Holiday 2024 collection. And I am just like, this has come very quickly, and we're only in the beginning of September and we're already looking at holiday collections. This is a 12-piece collection, as OPI usually does. I purchased these at polishpick.com. I will of course have them linked for you down in the description box below. 12 polishes to look at. Let's go ahead and get right into the swatches. First up, we have Wit OClock, and this one is such a beautiful green. It's a wicked green, and I enjoyed this one a lot. I always love to see more green nail polish, and this one, I will say, did have a little bit of a thick formula. I'm not sure if maybe my bottle was a little bit open or something, you know, in transit, but the formula was a little bit on the thicker side, but it doesn't mean it was difficult to work with or anything like that. It's just, it was thick enough, you know, to mention, to notice. So keep that in mind in case you aren't a thick nail polish formula lover. I don't mind a thick formula. I think I don't know, I just kind of like it. I like when polish is thick versus super runny. This one was really nice to work with, and overall I enjoyed the color very much. Next up, we have Osmazing, and this one is a very light goldish, and I'm putting it over Wit OClock. I think it looks so much better as a topper versus a, you know, just full-blown manicure, but I am going to show you what it looks like on its own next, because I know that there's a lot of people who like to see both. But overall, I think I love it more over this green than on its own. Like I just mentioned, we're going to see what it looks like on its own. I only did 2 coats because I really didn't think a third was necessary for my short nails, but if you have longer nails or a more prominent nail line, you might want to go in for a third coat. Overall, these are kind of frosty shades that OPI tends to do a lot, and I've talked in the past about how I don't really love them, but I will say that many of them do look good as a topper, and I think this is one of them. And I also kind of think this would look cute as just like a dainty little pedicure. Yeah, definitely think it could work that way. But let me know if you like these kinds of shades. Usually I'm not a big fan, but like I said, I did like the way that it looked over the green. Next up, we have Fiero My Manny, and this one I feel like is going to be a popular color. Blue is just, and especially when it's like this, it's so vibrant, absolutely gorgeous. I will say the formula is a bit of a crelly-ish formula because it is kind of jelly, but I did get full opacity in 2 coats. Overall, really nice shade. This one does dry down to a bit of a semi-matte finish, so keep that in mind when using this polish for a full manicure, because you might want to top it with a nice glossy top coat so that you don't end up with a semi-matte manicure. Next up, we have Let's Rejoicify, and this one is beautiful. This one is a plum hollow, absolutely gorgeous. A little bit sheer on the first coat, but that is expected. And then on the second coat, I got full opacity, and it just looks really gorgeous. I really like this one. The formula is very good. No issues with it whatsoever. So I have never seen Wicked. I really don't know much of anything about it, so that's why I'm not really commenting much on the names, because I don't know. You know, I can't comment about something that I don't know. But if you guys are familiar with Wicked, let me know in the comments below if they nailed the theme as far as names go, and if they nailed the colors too. Next up, we have Defying Gravity, and this one is also a beautiful shade. It's on the dark side. It kind of reminds me of Hollow Taco's Frosted Metals, if you're familiar with the brand Hollow Taco at all. I got full opacity with this one in 2 easy coats. I like it. It's really pretty. There's a little bit of a touch of bling to it, but nothing too loud and crazy. Overall, I did enjoy this polish a lot, and yeah, I think it's really nice. Next up, we have the red in the collection. This one is Nessa-IST Rose, I think is how you pronounce it. Sorry if I'm getting some of these names wrong. This is an absolutely stunning red, pretty much a one coater, but of course I showed you what it looks like in 2. I feel like we can't really have an OPI holiday collection if we don't have a red. Sometimes they don't do a red, but usually they do, and I'm just glad that they have really, really good formulas, and this one has an excellent formula. I mean, if you're looking for a brand new red, this could be it because it's really, really gorgeous, and yeah, no issues whatsoever with this one at all. Next up we have Love You So Munchkin, and this one is a like gold frosty type of color. I don't like this one at all, but I think this is probably pretty common. Most people don't like wearing this kind of color on their nails, and I definitely do not. Yeah, it's just not my favorite, but I will say that the formula was good. I didn't have any issues with the formula, and I got opacity in 2 coats. So, if you do like to wear this kind of gold color on your nails, this one has a good formula, so it's a pretty good one to pick up. Next up, we have Ozitively Elphaba, and this is a gorgeous green metallic. I love this one, for sure one of my favorites of this collection. OPI does metallic polishes so well. We just got a fall metallic collection from them, and now we have this gorgeous green metallic, which I feel like you could even wear this in the fall for sure. Overall, really enjoyed this one. Formula is amazing, pretty much a one coater. Of course, I'm showing you 2. Just overall, A plus with this color. I really, really enjoyed it. And yeah, like I said, formula is really good. Let me know if you like metallics. I know that not a lot of people do, but I have always loved them. Next up we have I'm the Wonderfullest, and this one is another beautiful blue. This one is a bit more sheer than the one that we saw beforehand, but the formula I thought was still pretty good. I did 2 coats, but looking at my swatch photo, I could still see some of my nail line, so if you definitely want to cover all of your nail line, I would go in for a 3rd coat, but overall, I thought it looked good in 2 coats for me. Like, it was good enough, I feel like nobody's gonna have their face right in my nails, so it doesn't matter that a little bit of nail line was showing. Overall, this type of formula, not my super favorite from OPI, and I even have trouble naming it. Like, what is this? It's not really a pearl, but I don't know, just not my favorite. Next up, we have O for Ozs Sake, and this one is a pearly white. This one is pretty. I did 2 coats of it, and I like the formula. It was very easy to work with. I didn't have any issues with this one whatsoever. If you have longer nails, though, I am going to recommend a 3rd coat. I feel like you're going to need it. And overall, this one was fine. I really didn't have any issues with it either. It wasn't super exciting for me because I do feel like OPI does this kind of shade a lot, but the formula was good. Next up, we have Glinda the Good, and this is a hot pink. I am not a huge fan of hot pink or pink at all for the holidays, but I know that a lot of people love to wear it, so I'm trying to warm up to it a little bit. This one has a nice formula. It has really good coverage on the first coat. I do believe you still need a second coat. It's not a one coater, but the formula is very good and very easy to work with. I didn't have any issues with it whatsoever. Yeah, it's just a matter of, do you like to wear pink for the holidays? I don't usually, but I don't know, maybe I'm gonna have to try and just give it a shot. And last but not least, we have Galida, and this is a light pink. It's very, very sheer on the first coat. I did do 3 coats, and even after the 3 coats you could still see my nail line, so I feel like this one would definitely make a good topper. I don't wear these kinds of shades really. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of these really sheer shades. This is the same kind of formula as that blue I was mentioning, and like I said, I'm kind of having a bit of trouble pinpointing exactly what kind of formula it is, but what comes to mind is always a bit of a frosty type of formula, and I've mentioned many times before, they're just not my favorite. If you like a bit of a wash of pink on your nails, then this one had a good formula. It wasn't bad. So yeah, it's just really gonna be up to your preferences. Alright guys, there you have it. Swatches of the OPI Wicked collection for holiday 2024. What did you guys think of these? Overall, I thought the collection was fine. There was plenty of polishes that I actually really enjoyed, some that I didn't, but I won't say that I loved the collection, but I also didn't hate it. I'm kind of neutral on it. There's something for everyone here, maybe? I'm not sure. Overall, though, I did like quite a few of them here. Like I mentioned in the intro, I bought these at polishpick.com. I will have them linked down below for you. You can also find them on beyondpolish.com, and I do have an affiliate code. It is NLT10. If you use that code, I do get a little bit of commission, and that just gets put right back into my channel, so I appreciate it if you use that code. But yeah guys, let me know in the comments down below what you thought of this collection, and if you plan on picking any of them up. You guys know I love to talk nail polish with you down in the comments. And yeah guys, that is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys!